Yes, Mr. Bryce, I agree. We will reconvene and proceed with the business of the mess.
And Madam President, I believe that you guys have some things that you're going to handle right now.
Yes. So at this time,
right?
Mike, I'm going to.
Well,
We're
Yeah,
yes.
it's dessert time, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're going to prepare dessert.
All right.
We're gonna have
So,
cake cutting.
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move down to the kitchen. I'm gonna put on my apron and we're gonna bake a cake. Fast forward a few seconds, and the cake is done.
Poof!
So I want to thank my neighbor Lindsay. I know it's. I'm gonna like this thing, but
Did you have to get up?
so it's nice cake. It's got my service dates on it: January 21st, 2003 to January 23rd, 2021. Says ABH2 AWSW, Michael J. Little, USNR.
Nice.
So, in preparation of cutting this cake, I have a presentation I want to make. And it involves a sword, which is actually a cutlass. So I want to, I have prepared this because for those of you that don't know, there's one person in my life that probably means more to me than anything. And we started off on the Ronald Reagan together years ago. And I was one of her first supervisors, and we did a lot. And we were really good friends. And I didn't hear from her. I transferred to the Tarawa. I didn't hear from her for about 8 years, and we reconnected. And the next thing I know, I'm in love with this girl. I'm driving a Buffalo all the time. She's just, yeah, I did. It's a long 9-hour drive. Terrence talked me most of it. She was an HS2. We were the same rank. Next thing I know, she made first class. She's outranking me. And I was like, all right, well, that's all right. That's all right. I was like, she won't make chief. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Because like I really wanted to make chief. And then I'll be damned if like a week or a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, she freaking calls me and says, I just made chief. And I was like, and I'm joking because I knew she would make chief, and I was proud of her because I knew that this was going to happen when I first met her. I knew that she had it in her, and I knew she would have been a great aviation bosun mate had she stayed in the Navy. But I'm really glad that she went the route she went because I think it was going to be the most successful for her. And so, in preparation of her getting close to putting on her anchors, I have bought her a Cutlass, and we'll use it ceremoniously here in a moment. But beforehand, I made a certificate for her in the presentation of the Cutlass. So I'm going to read it out loud. Presentation of the Cutlass to HSC Select Elizabeth A. Little from Aviation Bosun Mate Handler, Second Class Petty Officer, AWSW, Michael Joseph Little. Seniority in the Chief's Mess is measured by experience, heart, and courage. The courage to do the right thing, the heart to care about all your sailors equally. The experience to guide the young, mentor your replacements, and to lead when and where others fear to go. There are several symbols by which Chief Petty Officers are recognized. The most widely recognized is the anchors that you will wear. Many would also say it's the battered combination cover that symbolizes the weathered wisdom of a seasoned chief. There is another treasured symbol of the senior salt, one that harkens to the day of wooden ships and iron men. Our heritage recalls the days when the cry went up aboard sailing ships, boarders away, and a band of screaming, courageous blue jackets would storm the decks of an enemy man of war. At their head, an intrepid officer, often the skipper himself, and at his shoulder, protecting him from harm and setting the example to his mates, was a calm, rock-hard sailor, perhaps the captain of the topmast or the senior bosun mate. Today, they would be called Chief. In his hand, that senior salt carried one of the most recognizable symbols of American naval courage, a cutlass. I, Michael Joseph Little, your first supervisor, best friend and husband, present to Chief Select Elizabeth Ann Little this 1861 Ames pattern cutlass, identical to those carried by the U.S. Navy sailors from the Civil War until the 1930s. That sword was officially discontinued from service in 1949. The cutlass has been restored to its place of honor and is now a widely recognized symbol of the bravery of our Navy and of our Coast Guard core values of honor, respect, devotion to duty, courage, and commitment. The cutlass combined with the gold-fouled anchor are emblematic of the Chief Petty Officer's mess you are about to join and represent all that you continue to stand for. The inscription on the blade reads HSC E.A. Little, given by your loving husband, March 27th, 2021. And so I present her with her cutlass.
Thank you. Thank you.
So there you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So
very
she
much.
knew she was getting the cutlass. She didn't know she was getting the certificate.
No, I didn't. Thank you very
Here,
much.
here.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you.